symbol of peace by helping this video achieve the like goal. Full details at the end of the video. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Mango etc. and I'm here today to bring you another what if video. This time it's going to be what if Bakugo got the 1-for-all. So instead of Deku getting it and becoming All Might's successor, this time we are going to give it to Bakugo and he'll become the successor. And let's just see how this series goes on from there. Let's see if it's different for better or for worse. Let's just see how it rolls out. And let's not waste no more time. Let's dive straight right into it. And in order for this to happen, we have to change something that happens within the original series. So what exactly is going to be changing here is that instead of Deku rushing out to save Bakugo back in chapter 1 or episode 1, whichever one you're most familiar with, instead of that, he's not going to run away. He's not going to run in there to save him. He's actually going to feel pretty guilty about what happens, and that's going to lead to our change. So, like I said, let's dive straight in. So, Deku, feeling guilty for Bakugo's current predicament, runs off crying. Bakugo, realizing nobody's going to save him, plus refusing to die here, musters up all his strength, plus a little rage boost as well, and lets off one more attack, which temporarily shakes off the monster. But before anyone can be impressed, the monster quickly starts to form back around him. Completely out of strength and now accepting his fate, Bakugo closes his eye and accepts that this is going to be the end. This is where All Might hops in to finish things off, claiming that if a middle schooler can fight to the very end, then he should be able to do the exact same thing. Shortly after that, reporters come along and everyone seems to be impressed by the display that both Bakugo and All Might has just now put on. A little later into the day now, in the evening time, All Might will find Bakugo on his way home and make him a proposal. This is where All Might will explain a little about his quirk and how it can be passed on to another before asking Bakugo does he want to become his successor. To which Bakugo will quickly say yes. The reason why All Might is offering Bakugo in this what-if scenario and not Deku is because of the heroics and determination he showed in the villain attack where his body was almost taken over. Heroics that outshined even that of the pros that were present. Bakugo would still need to train his body to be a suitable vessel. All Might would explain the training plan to Bakugo, and at first Bakugo would just want to destroy the rubbish with his quirk. All Might would explain that this would defeat the major purpose of the training and that he should stick to it, which Bakugo would reluctantly agree. Just like Deku, Bakugo would overdo it with the training, to which All Might would notice. Deku was driven by a need to catch up, but Bakugo would be driven by a need to stay at the top. Seems how at this point in time in the story, he's actually the top of his class. This would impress All Might still like it does with Deku in the original story. So 10 months later, on the day of the entrance exam, Bakugo has achieved exactly what Deku did. He has cleared the beach and has built a new and improved body. All Might gives Bakugo one of his hairs and explains how the quirk transfer works. After eating the hair, Bakugo goes home to get ready for the UA entrance exam. 40-minute subway ride later, he arrives at UA. In this what-if scenario, I don't believe that Bakugo would bump into Deku on his arrival, simply because I believe in this what-if scenario, because Deku doesn't do the All Might's training, he would arrive there much earlier due to his nervousness and excitement to be taking the entrance exam. However, they still do end up sitting together as President Mike explains the rules of the entrance exam. Ida still asks his question and gets onto Deku about his muttering. After answering Ida's question, President Mike wishes everyone good luck. The exam starts, and this is where we get a flashback to Bakugo eating All Might's hair. Bakugo comments that he doesn't feel any different, to which All Might says it may take a few hours, and that when he does start to use the power of the 1-for-all, be prepared for some kickback. So still not feeling any different, Bakugo cakewalks the entrance exam, not needing the 1-for-all. However, after the exam finishes, she does start to feel a little different and wonder if this is the 1-for-all finally digesting into his body. With the 1 week before his acceptance letter arriving, Bakugo would train, slowly becoming more accustomed with the 1-for-all in the process as well. He would also, just like Deku, not hear anything from All Might within this time. Upon getting his acceptance letter, I do believe it won't be like Deku's letter and be a video letter with All Might explaining what went down and why he's essentially still being accepted into UA. It will just be a standard written letter, maybe a little comment of how his score was great because he does end up becoming #1. He did end up getting the #1 score in the practical exam, but anything that he does receive wouldn't be special in any way, just a standard acceptance letter, to which Bakugo would smile at being finally accepted into the UA Academy. And this is where I'm going to leave off part 1. The Wednesday after this video achieves 5 likes, I will have out part 2. So before you go, check the end cards, because depending on when you're watching this video, part 2 may be already out. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.